Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third edition of the Coach's Huddle. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Coach Schaefer, and this is my partner in crime. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about recruiting, the NBA, and Tiger Woods.
And the Super Bowl.
Commercials.
Last week, Super Bowl commercials, the blackout, the infamous.
Manti Te'o's fake girlfriend had to turn off all the lights.
And I think they had to go get some more 49ers. Following the previous Super Bowls.
I want to hold that phone really fast while I change
Yes, sir. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it is very windy today. So it had to alter our intro today. Sorry about that.
As you can tell by my hair, it is very windy.
You can see papers. Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it.
We will be starting with the Super Bowl.
What was your opinions of the Super Bowl from last weekend? What was your opinions of it and all that?
I thought Super Bowl, the first half of the Super Bowl, I thought the Ravens were going to destroy San Francisco.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because Colin Kaepernick couldn't do his thing. Nothing. And then that blackout, that was the momentum changer. I don't care what anybody says. That was the momentum changer right there. It helped San Francisco out. I said, last 7 minutes, game would get out of hand. Actually, my thing was flipped. Last 7 minutes, the game became an actual game.
Yeah. And that was my opinion on it too. I thought first half was, it was just straight Ravens. I thought that first half, until that blackout, Ravens were the better team. And throughout the whole game, or for the whole first half, I was really shocked at the score and everything. But coming the second half, I was really impressed with Colin Kaepernick and how he handled, all the adversity and stuff. Being down by that much. They've been down by that much before and won, but just all he did, it was very impressive. But then, of course, Manti Te'o's girlfriend showed up there and turned off all the lights. Either that or Beyonce just took that much power for a halftime show.
She sung the lights out. She sung the lights out.
She sung the lights out, precisely, man. She performed the lights off.
Somebody didn't pay the bill.
Or that too. I saw this meme that, it was on Facebook, and it was, New Orleans hadn't had that type of power outage since Katrina. That was the worst meme in the world. I was like, too early?
Oh.
No, never say that again.
Yes. Or it could have been Buffalo Wild Wings,
Oh yeah,
when they try
to change the game.
They don't want anybody to go home, so Buffalo Wild Wings had to knock the lights out real quick and get some things underway.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, today is Safer Internet Day. So remember, when you're using internet, make sure that site is a safe site and it's a secure site before you go on there, putting your card and other information on that site, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and hop into it, though. Recruiting. All right, Coach Hosman, you first.
I have the recruiting class 1 through 22. But we have, as we probably all predicted, Alabama as number 1, 26 recruits.
Roll Tide.
Their prospects are better than number 2, Florida with 30. Ohio State with 24. Notre Dame with 24.
You go Domers should be happy about that one.
Number 5, which is a shocker, Ole Miss.
The Ole Miss Rebels picked up Robert and MDG. We called that last week.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did, Coach.
We called it.
They moved up +7. They went from 12 to 5. That is pretty intense.
That's some intense movement.
Michigan, 27. LSU, 27. Texas A&M with 32. I guess a lot of people want to play with Mr. Manziel.
Johnny Football, Johnny Heisman, all the above.
Florida State, Coach, with 22.
And they had that number 1 outside linebacker commit. I took him right from Miami, I believe. Out of Miami.
Yeah, we got y'all in 1 too, Mr. Cooley. But hey, it is what it is. Number 10 is Georgia with 32.
Sick 'em dogs.
Auburn with 24? Kind of surprising.
Which I need to apologize to all Auburn fans. I looked up the Plainsman. It's a spirit of not giving up. And War Eagle, I looked it up, but it's still, you know, it's your war cry. I got you.
UCLA with 26.
The Bruins.
13. Clemson. 23.
Boo!
Yes. USC Trojans. Lost 6 recruits.
Flip-flopping, man. Just flip-flopping over other schools and
And they'll have 13. Texas with 15. At number 15. Number 16 will be OU, Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.
Number 17 with 22 recruits. The boys from Columbia, South Carolina.
Go Gamecocks!
Huskies. The Washington. Number 18. 23. BT. Number 19. With 22.
Go Hokies, boo.
Number 20. 17. North Carolina. UNC Tar Heels.
Go Tar Heels. Good job.
And number 21 knows a lot about this type of win right here, Coach. W with 17. And then we have Vandy following up at number 22.
The Commodores.
The Commodores. They have pretty high. They're pretty high with 27.
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're gonna go through 23 through 40, which at 23 right now is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's right, they have 26 commits. Sorry about that. At 24, Penn State, the Nittany Lions, they have 17. Mississippi State is at 25 with 23 commits. Oregon, quack, 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 you are at 26 with 19 commits. Oklahoma State, you are at 27 with 23 commits. Cowboys. Baylor, you are at 28 with 25 commits. Tennessee, Volunteers. The Big Orange, Rocky Top, all that good stuff. You are at 29 with 21 commits. California, you are at 30 with 26 commits. Arkansas, the Razorbacks are at 31 with 23 commits. West Virginia, the Mountaineers of West Virginia are at 32 with 28 commits. Wisconsin is at 33 with 20 commits. Virginia, the Cavaliers are at 34 with 22 commits. Michigan State, the Sparties, old Sparty up there in Michigan, is at 35 with 18 commits. Kentucky falling in at 36 with 22 commits. Mark Stoops' first year, not a bad recruiting. Rutgers, you fall in at 37 with 22 commits. Missouri, the Tigers, fall in with 20 commits at 38.
Should help y'all out this year.
Arizona is at 39 with 27 commits. And Stanford, the Cardinal.
The tree?
And, yep, the tree. Fall in at 40 with... it doesn't give me the commitments. But they are at 40 on the recruiting list, ladies and gentlemen. They lost 2.
But I know you all, if you do not already know, would like to know where some of the top 150 commits went in the nation. And as Coach Schaefer said already, number 1, Mr. Robert Ndici, went to Ole Miss.
The Rebels, and I think he's going to be a walk-on starter, to be honest. He has the talent, the size. I think he's going to do good there.
Yes, sir, I agree.
And Hugh Freeze, let's be honest, Hugh Freeze is doing a fantastic job at recruiting. I mean, Ole Miss, they've essentially been the bottom of the SEC for a good long time. But the classes and the recruiting that he's bringing in, they're going to be a good team very soon. They were a pretty good team last season.
They had a big recruiting there, Coach.
Oh yes, they did.
Let's hear some of the recruits that went through the nation.
All right, Sean Robinson from Fort Worth, Texas. He had 105 in his position. He is a defensive tackle. His decision date was signing day, February February 6th, and he went to Roll Tide, Alabama.
Alabama Bammer.
Isaac Savigne, I believe he's from Honolulu. He is 120 at his position, and he is an inside linebacker. And his decision date was February 6th. He chose UCLA. Tyrone Crowder from Rockingham, North Carolina. His position rank was 125, and he's an offensive guard. Signing day, February 6th, and he went to Clemson. Keith Bryant from Delray Beach, Florida, was 135th in his position, which is a defensive tackle, and Bryant chose Florida State. No knows. Jermaine Grace. He's from Miramar, Florida, not too far from here.
Yeah, not too far from Florida.
He was 135 at his position, defensive tackle, and he chose Florida State. Another Florida State? Oh no, sorry. He chose Miami. My bad.
Go you!
Asante Woolworth. He was 143 in his position, and he was a QB defensive tackle. He was an Ironman athlete, as you would say, and he chose UCLA. But he will be a QB there. All right, Denver Kirkland from Miami Booker T. Washington was 144th at his position, and that's an offensive tackle. And he chose to go with the Razorbacks at Arkansas.
Suey pig suey.
All right, Mellows, let's get some Coach Hillsman. Let's get some Murphy's favorite.
Mr. D. Liner, Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Went to Alabama.
Number 26 at his position. Defensive tackle. Decision day, recruiting day. He was on ESPN.
Yes, he was.
Signed with Alabama.
Alabama or Rammer Jammer, Yellow Hammer, give him hell Alabama, I think to say.
Yes, sir. Then Mr. Alvin Kamar from North Cross, Georgia. Number 32 in the top 150. Running back, decision day, recruiting day. And you guessed it, he went to Alabama.
Another Alabama signee.
Mr. Stacy Cooley, Oakland Park, Florida. 46 in the top 150. Wide receiver. Signing day, recruiting day. Yes, you know. He is heading to you.
It's not going to help you anyway.
Ha ha ha. Von Bell from Rossville, Georgia. Was Ridgeland High School. Number 50 in the 150. Safety. Urban Meyer beats the SEC. Yes, he beat Tennessee to get Mr. Bell. He's going to Ohio State University.
Should have went to Tennessee, man. Should have went to Tennessee.
Austin Golson from Prattville, Alabama, out of Prattville High School.
Prattville puts a lot of recruits in college.
Yes. Number 52, offensive tackle, goes to Ole Miss, adding to the big day.
Let's keep having a big day, Ole Miss.
Quentin Powell from Daytona Beach, Florida, Mayland High School. 99 out of the top 100. He is an outside linebacker, and he is going to USC Trojans. Mr. Jordan Cunningham from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yes, down south. No, Miami's kind of sad about this one. He is going to Vandy.
Ooh, the Commodores making themselves a heck of a recruiting class as well.
And we're going to Coach Schaefer for the third page.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The #1 overall recruit, Robert Nkemdiche. Now, we all know, and Coach Hillsman and I suspected it, Robert Nimdici, the #1 recruit going in on signing day, the defensive end out of Longville, Georgia, or Loganville, sorry, went to Ole Miss. Congratulations, Ole Miss, on the #1 prospect. Carl Lawson, Alpharetta, Georgia, he is the #2 at his position, and he is a defensive end. Guess where he went?
Where you go?
He went to Auburn.
Oh, where you go?
Mackenzie Alexander from Immokalee, Florida. He was #4 at his position at cornerback, signing day, and he picked Clemson.
Can I stop you there, Coach? If you do not know about this kid, go look him up on YouTube. He has a great background story. He plays 60 minutes for his parents. Said because they have raised him 18 years of his life. He said, so why not give 60 minutes, all-out effort for his parents.
Very good, very good. Next one is Laramie Tunzel from Lake City, Florida, #5 at his position, offensive tackle, and he signed with Ole Miss.
Adding to that big day.
Matthew Thomas from Miami Booker T, Washington, 6th at his position, and he is an offensive linebacker. He was the #1 linebacker. #1, Matthew Thomas. Come on, man. Florida State. Go Noles. Eddie Vanderdoes, Auburn, California. He was #10 at his position, defensive tackle, and he goes to Notre Dame. Good job, Golden Domers. Montravius Adams from Vienna, Georgia. He is the #13 at his position, which is defensive tackle, and he chose to go to Auburn. Antonio Connor Batesville from Mississippi. He is the #24 at his position, and he is a safety. His decision date was February 6th, and he's going to, guess who? Ole Miss.
I kind of knew it. Staying close to his hometown. But Mr. Travis Johnson from Temple, Florida. Number 162 out of the top 300. We'll be going to Cincinnati. He's a tight end. He's a possession tight end coach.
That's right. Possession tight end. Cool.
Maybe he'll be like Tony Gonzalez.
Maybe. I mean, sometimes you just don't know what some tight ends are going to do.
Adrian Baker from Hollywood, Florida. Number 196 out of the top 300. Athlete. Signs with Clemson.
Boo. Boo.
Devondre Seymour
from Sewanee, Georgia.
North Gwinnett High School. Number 259 out of the top 300 offensive tackle is going to, yes, he's staying close to home, UGA.
Sick'em Dogs.
Cameron Hunt from Corona, California. Number 276 out of the top 300. Offensive guard.
Where's he going?
The Ducks flipped him, took him, and got him.
Nice, very nice.
Jannard Boswick from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Number 286 out of the top 300 defensive tackle. He is going to Florida.
Boo. Boo.
And last but not least, Mr. Devon Bellamy from Chamberlain, Georgia, Chamberlain High School. Number 299 in the top 300. Defensive end. Yes. Sick'em Dogs.
He's going to Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the next topic we are going to talk about that's on everyone's mind right now, the NBA. We're going to give you the standings and how many games they are behind. Oh, this wind is just atrocious, man. I feel like I could get a set of wings and start flying. You know what I mean?
Yes. Understand.
Alright, are we doing west or east? I feel like it's even shaking. Earthquake out there. Now it is. Oh!
That's good, Josh. That's good.
Woo! We just lost a piece of our, oh man. Alright, we're gonna start with the East because we're on the East Coast. Why not start with the East, ladies and gentlemen?
Starting at number 1 in the standings as of Sunday, February 10th, 2013, is Miami.
Woo, the Heat!
With 33 games won, 14 lost. They're on a win streak of 4. Last 10 games, they won 8, lost 2. In New York, Knicks, 1.5 games behind. Let's get them, Carmelo and squad. 132, lost 16. On a win streak of 1. The last 10, won 7, lost 3. The Indiana, shocker, the dark horse as of right now. 31 wins, 20 losses. They're 4 games behind. They're on a losing streak of 1. In the last 10 games, they won 6, lost 4. Chicago, Mr. Derrick Rose. Hopefully we'll be getting back with us soon. Are with a 600 percentage. 30 wins, 20 losses, 1 on a streak of 1, 6 and 4 in the last 10. Then Brooklyn Nets, 129, lost 21. Lost on a streak of lost. They lost 1, and in the last 10, they're 5 and 5. The Atlanta Hawks, 27 wins, 22 losses, on a streak of losing 1, and they are also 5 and 5. This win is atrocious.
That's crazy.
Boston Celtics, without Mr. Rajon Rondo, 26 wins, 23 losses, 1 last 6 without Mr. Rondo. The last 10, they let it go. Let it go. The last 10, they won 6, lost 4, and ending up at the bottom, Milwaukee Bucks, 25 wins, 24 losses, lost on a losing streak of 3, with
Gotta pick it up.
4 wins and 6 losses. They are 9 games behind. At number 9, Philadelphia, really close to coming back in. 22 wins, 27 losses.
Man, the negatives.
12 games behind. On a streak of 1 win. Last 10, that's 6 and 4. And yes, Detroit, surprisingly, is the number 9. 20-32. 15.5 games behind. They can still get it. Kind of doubt it, but they still get it in Auburn Palace. 1-2. The last 10, they're 4 and 6. Coach Schaefer, let me hear about the West.
In first right now in the Western Division is San Antonio Spurs. They have on a streak of losing one right now. Oh man, that's a win. Out of the last 10, they are 9-1. Their winning percentage is 76.5. They are 39-12, and they are no games behind, of course, because they're in first. Oklahoma City right now, out of the last 10 games, are 6-4. Picking up OKC, and they're a half game behind the LA Clippers. Usually a team I'm not used to seeing in the top three. Loud City, they are 35-17. Over the last 10 games, they are 3-7. They are 4.5 games behind.
They need to pick it up.
Denver falls in at 4. They are 33-18, and they over the last 10 games are 9-1. And they are behind some games. Memphis falls in at 5. Over the last 10 games, they are 5-5. They've won 1. That's their streak right now. They're 7 games behind. Golden State falls in at 6. They are 30-21, and they are 9 games behind. Houston falls in at 7. They are 28-24.
It's to shoot your lights out.
And they are 11.5 games behind. Utah falls in at 8th right now. They are 28-24. They're actually tied with Houston. They're 5-5 of the last 10. They've lost 2. That's the streak they're on. And they are 11.5 games behind. Portland falls in at 9. They're 25-25. And they're 13.5 games behind. And unfortunately falling in at 10, LA Lakers.
Which is really surprising.
Mike D'Antoni was not a good hire.
Should have hired Mr. Phil Jackson.
But Phil Jackson, the reason probably why he didn't get the job is because he was so confident about it.
Yeah, so he wanted to basically take over the organization and make himself the general manager.
And it was just, Mike D'Antoni still not a good hire. They're sitting below 500. 24-27.
Maybe Dwight and Kobe need to get back on the same page.
And
injuries are really hurting them.
Yeah. So. They're 15 games behind. Dallas is 22-28, and they're 16.5 games behind. Minnesota, don't you know, is 18-29, and they are 19 games behind. Sacramento is 18-33, and they're 21 games behind. New Orleans is 17-33, and they are 21.5 games behind. And Phoenix falls in. They're 17-34, and they are 22 games behind. That's just, I can't believe my LA Lakers this season. I can't believe it.
Well, that's your team, coach?
Yeah, I love Lakers. Kobe Bryant, all them people, Pau Gasol.
But just asking a question: who do you have going to the finals this year? From as of today, who would you pick out of your list on the West?
Well, San Antonio's playing good ball. I know they lost last game. They're playing good ball. I'd pick San Antonio.
I wouldn't pick San Antonio just because the fact of they're kind of old and they seem to have injuries, a lot of injuries.
Well, even though they're old, experience matters. And when it comes to finals, experience.
But I have the New York Knicks getting to the finals this year, and Carmelo winning his first ring
over Miami.
Over Miami.
Alright.
The All-Star games coming up this upcoming weekend.
Yes, sir.
Who do you see winning, the West or the East?
I feel the East has a little bit better talent going into it, so I'm going to pick the East on it.
I have the West. The West have, as you said, the West really doesn't lose games. They're number 9 is as good as the East number 6.
Yeah.
So I mean, the West has more of the superstars, more people that you would like to play with, and all.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant and all them, and Dwight Howard.
But hey, I guess we'll just have to see.
Oh yes, we will.
But this is this week's of the
Coach's Huddle.
And we apologize for the background noise. It is very, very windy today. Sorry if you cannot personally see our faces all too well. The sun is
not out, and we figured we didn't need the flashlight, so we just went with what we had right here today, ladies and gentlemen. Also, make a little love to that like button. I mean, come on. Every time I go and look, no one's made love to it. Show us some love, guys. We're showing you love by reading our emails and doing the stuff that you guys want us to do. So show us some love, and please, make a little love to that like button.
Leave a comment down below. Any comments are helpful.
Oh yes, you can also leave us topics to talk about in that comment section. You don't have to email us or anything. Just leave a comment about what you feel we should talk about in that comment section, and then boom, we're like, alright, we'll talk about it.
Also, list some mistakes that you've seen in this week's episode. We're trying to knock out all the nicks and plugs in this week's episode. If you do this, it'll be lots of help. And then, but please, just help us out with, yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, my name is Coach Schaefer.
And my name is Coach Hilton.
And this is the Coach's Huddle. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Coaches,
break.
And do it.
Subscribe
Do it.
down there.